up today at 4 o'clock in the morning, because that's just what I do, apparently. I recorded 6 hours of Isaac, because also that's what I do on a Sunday. And went to take a shower, was gonna do some Skyping with my folks, and I accidentally tore out my piercing in my ear. It's a very small piercing, which is kind of a problem. Also, this is awesome. Because I couldn't get the piercing back into my ear because the hole is too small, and the way that the actual piercing itself is set up, that it has to go from the back, and I couldn't get it into that hole. So I had to go to see my piercer. It didn't hurt, thankfully, honestly. Because it's like a baby piercing. It's only like 14 gauge, which is tiny. I don't know how it got out of the hole because the post is pretty big, but this is what happens. But it's sort of ow. Yeah. It's attractive gel. So I got in touch with my piercer, who's somebody I've known for like 15 years. Honestly, like, that's not an exaggeration. I've known this guy for 15 years. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I really kind of panicked because it's weird, but like my ear piercings here, the first piercings I got done after I figured out who I was. So they've been kind of important to me, and the thought of having just like one just on the right and not on the left, like the lack of balance, it was really bothering me an awful lot. So like I wanted to get this fixed. I got nuts with my piercer, and he's like, just come on in, we'll get you sorted. And because he's busy, unfortunately. He's pro nowadays. He wasn't pro when I first met him, but he's pro these days. And I get to the piercing studio, and he's like, could you kind of chill for about 30 minutes so I can get this other customer taken care of, and then I'll get you taken care of. Spikes, gotcha. Like, no problem. Like, I'm not gonna get on his case. It was at the last minute, so to speak. I went out to a shop and I found this hoodie, this rabbit-eared hoodie that anybody who's following on Twitter will know already. And it was so cool. I had to buy it even though it was a little bit expensive, and I love it. And then I went back to the piercing salon. And I was kind of like, I was talking with my dude here, my piercer here, and he used my name, which probably sounds really dumb, but I don't ever remember who I've kind of talked to about my situation, and like who I've said to, like, could you use this name and not, my old name? And he just did, out of like, no asking. They didn't request or anything. And it meant, like, so much. It just felt so good, because I never get to hear it at work, obviously, because work. And it just completely made my day. The last couple weeks have been kind of tough, to be honest. And this was just, out of nowhere. It was so nice. I don't know what this level wants me to do. I guess the upside is that you stretched out lobes for plugs because they can't grow closed again. That is true, Ludo. And I'm looking for plugs. Like, that's the end result. Is that I'm going for either zeros or double zeros. Level, you're killing my story here. But the honest to God is just like, I ain't crying, cause that would have probably made him uncomfortable. But it was just okay. That was super awkward. Like that, the whole gameplay section was just dumb. It was like, it was.